It's the German Grand Prix of Season 2, Round 10 of Season 2. We see Charles Leclerc lead the championship. He leads the championship by 7 points over Lando Norris. Lando Norris won the last race, you can see there, 25 points in Italy. And now it's time for qualifying for the German Grand Prix at the Hungaroring. If you sure want to watch, Carlos Sainz is the first to lead the pit. If you didn't watch the last race, it was Lando Norris who won the race from Charles Leclerc, I think it was, and then Alex Albon, I want to say, he got third for Williams. It was an incredible race, full of overtakes and action into crashes. It was incredible to watch. And well, hopefully this one is similar of all the overtaking to that. Well, Carlos Sainz is definitely the first one to start his lap time. He'll probably be hitting traffic throughout this lap. Potentially a Mercedes of George Russell. That will definitely affect his lap time. May even get some slipstream on the straight, maybe not. Russell pulls out the way. Carlos Sainz around the outside now into the big tight hairpin. Carlos Sainz to set the benchmark lap time. I think it's a very quick lap this game. Around the final corner across the line, the benchmark lap time is a 55.6. Lindblad with Porsche goes fastest ahead of them. That's incredible. Verstappen next in the Red Bull. Antonelli's fastest, 55 on the dot. Verstappen in second place. Hamilton, he's going to go around the final corners now. Where can Hamilton put it? Pole position last race. Lewis Hamilton, does he go provisional pole? Alex Dunn currently fastest. Lewis Hamilton puts on provisional pole. Lando Norris, last weekend winner, championship contender, only P4. Oscar Piastri goes fastest. Oscar Piastri is on provisional pole. George Russell is the next one to cross the line. Then it is Pierre Gasly, and then it is Charles Leclerc. George Russell is only P15. Where does Gasly go? Gasly and Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc and Gasly are at the back. 22 for Leclerc and 23rd for Gasly. They hit a lot of traffic that lap, I think. Wow. Yuki Tsunoda for Porsche is up in P3. How did he get a lap time that good? And he's only 1/10 off Piastri, who's first. I don't understand how he's that high up with Porsche. Porsche has not scored a point, right? Yeah, reminder this season, Porsche has not scored a point all season. The only team to not score a point, Tsunoda and Lindblad are the only drivers not to score a point. So, this could be interesting. Lindblad gets ready to start what could probably be his final flying lap. Will he hit traffic this lap? Well, yeah, he instantly hits a lot of traffic there. He hits loads of traffic on the lap time here. This is going to be severely effective for Lindblad. And there is a crash, and Gasly's out. Gasly is out. And so is Nico Hülkenberg. Gasly and Nico Hülkenberg are out. I didn't see where they crashed. I think that was that turn 1. But that is crucial in this race. Lindblad hits more traffic of, I think it's Kimi Antonelli George Russell. It's Kimi Antonelli. He also has flying lap. Round the final few corners he goes. Can Lindblad improve his lap time? The answer to that is no, I don't think he can. Lewis Hamilton also has lap time there. Kimi Antonelli finishing his lap now. Kimi Antonelli, can he go provisional pole? No, he can't. Kimi Antonelli is not on pole position. Well, Lewis Hamilton, no! He misses out just. What about Yuki Tsunoda? Yuki Tsunoda's got traffic. I don't think he will. Yeah, Yuki Tsunoda's not doing it. That's a shame. Piastri trying to improve his lap time there. Another yellow flag is out. And I think it's because Pierce and Verstappen are out. Russell, he's the next one to finish his lap. And then we head to, I think it's Oscar Piastri. Russell goes P8. Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. There's more drivers out there. That was some sounds just started playing in my ear. Russell and Hadjar out. We just watched Russell. He is now out as well. A lot of DNFs here in qualifying. Ocon's on pole. Ocon is on pole position. I missed that. Esteban Ocon is on pole position. Some random stuff started playing in my ear. I think it's a video on WhatsApp I was watching earlier from my friend's group chat. It just started playing in my ear for whatever reason. I had to go fix that. Well, that was on. I wonder if you guys heard that. I hope you guys didn't hear it. Well, that was on. Oh, Esteban Ocon for Haas is on pole position, and Yuki Tsunoda is in 4th. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 retirements from this qualifying session. Charles Leclerc is down in P22, and Carlos Sainz, he actually has managed to start a 3rd flying lap. Carlos Sainz has managed to start a 3rd flying lap as Esteban Ocon takes pole position, but can Carlos Sainz improve on his lap time? Williams, who got a podium last race of Alex Albon, and won of course the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, the 1-2, down in P19 and P20. Carlos Sainz, he's trying to improve, he's got no traffic, he's the last car out there. He has only 2 corners left to go after these 2 corners left to go, 1 corner. Through the final corner now, onto start finish straight, very short start finish straight, across the line. He goes to P10. Carlos Sainz is in P10. One absolute incredible qualifying session that was. Esteban Ocon for Haas on pole position. Oscar Piastri in 2nd place. Lewis Hamilton 3rd. 4th is Yuki Tsunoda. 5th Alex Dunn. 6th Kimi Antonelli. 7th Lando Norris. 8th is Max Verstappen. And 9th is George Russell. 10th is Carlos Sainz. 11th is Isaac Hadjar. 12th is Gabriel Borletto. 13th is the other Haas of Ollie Barron. 14th is Ollie Hayes. 15th Arvid Lindblad. 16th Joshua Pierce. 17th is Fernando Alonso. 18th is Valtteri Bottas. 19th Lance Stroll. 20th Alex Albon. 21st, Nico Hülkenberg. 22nd, the championship leader, Charles Leclerc. 23rd is Pierre Gasly for Braun GP, and 24th for Sergio Perez. It's a very wet race here. It is wet tyre conditions here. We're here for 5 red lights. Can Esteban Ocon win for Haas? It's lights out and away they go. It seems like a good start for the Haas driver of Esteban Ocon, but Oscar Piastri is still on that inside line. Oscar Piastri is going to try to take this lead down into turn 2. Of course, that's where they really first braking zone is. Esteban Ocon, they're in the wall! Oh, it's actually carnage! Yuki Tsunoda's 4 driver. Oh, his car's upside down there. Lewis Hamilton out of the race. Yuki Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, and Oscar Piastri are out of this race. There was a car upside down there. I think it was Lewis Hamilton. They all just aquaplaned straight off the track, and they were in all 4 of them. The top 4, I think that was, are out, and the post there. Esteban Ocon for Haas is out. And now Kimi Antonelli leads the Grand Prix. 4 drivers out at turn 2. That's how wet these conditions are. I think it was Oscar Piastri on the inside of Esteban Ocon, and you see like aquaplaned off, taking Esteban Ocon off with him, and potentially the same happened to Hamilton and Tsunoda. I didn't see he was on the inside there. It's a shame for all 4 of them, especially Esteban Ocon, who got pole position. It looked like he really could have won this race, potentially, or at least fought for it with. And he's now out of the race. And also, you got to look at Yuki Tsunoda, who he has had 2 great qualifying sessions in a row. Both of them, he was taken out on lap 1, or he was involved in the Blackpool crash. Of course, last weekend, I think it involved Esteban Ocon, I think, who took Yuki Tsunoda out. And this weekend, I think it was maybe Hamilton that took Silva out. Yeah, and also Charles Leclerc, he must have gained 2 places on track, because he started P22 up to P16. Of course, he gained 4 places from the DNFs, and he's gained 2 extra places on track, so that's important. Kimi Antonelli, who wants to, of course, get back into the championship fight, leads the Grand Prix. That is good and important to him. Lando Norris, who's only 7 points behind Charles Leclerc, will have the championship lead after this race if he finishes like this. He'll be scoring 12 points, Leclerc with 0. Hopefully, we see a bit more of a fight. Perez once again going very slowly. The back there. Behrman, the one remaining Haas driver in P10, of course, his teammate on pole position for this race, taken out on lap 1 at turn 2. Oscar Piastri, it's not the first time he's been fighting for a win and crashed out. Remember the European Grand Prix where he crashed out under safety car and he actually missed it and he couldn't figure out what happened. We'll never know what happened there, ever. And Lewis Hamilton, the amount of times he's been fighting for a win, or he's qualified high up the order, and he's been a challenge for the win, and he's either been given an unfair penalty or been taken out later on in the race, or safety car came out at the worst possible time for him, so everybody else got advantaged by safety car and with pit stops, and he just pitted and safety car comes out after that. It happens so many times for him as well, so he's probably the unluckiest driver in the series. Lap cars may now overtake on lap 3, so I'm assuming that means safety cars, there's no lap cars, but I'm assuming that means the safety car will be in this lap, that we can get back to racing. It's also the second race in a row Hamilton has failed to finish, and I think, did Pinocchio fail to finish last race? I think he did, and Piastri, he did finish last race, so Tsunoda failed to finish. So yeah, that's even more disappointing for them, at least 3 of them drivers. Safety car is ending, and that means we're going to resume into green flag conditions. Max Verstappen, who'll be challenging for his first podium. He didn't have since season 1, round 1. He hasn't finished in the podium since then, but Kimi Antonelli fighting for a second win of his season. Here he goes. Safety car is ending and they're off. And Kimi Antonelli seems to make a bit of a gap to Verstappen through turn 1 now. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Any cars going side by side, they head to turn 1. Yes, there are. There's Alonso and Pierce. Alonso and Pierce going side by side. Oh, there's contact there. That could have to cause maybe a bit of chaos heading down a little bit order. No. Alonso and Pierce still going side by side. Potentially there. No, that was Pierce and Lindblad. Pierce and Lindblad. Once again, Lindblad the only. Oh, checklist Alex Albon. He went really wide. Once again, it's Lindblad the only. Oh, he's in the wall. Oh, Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc's out of the race. Charles Leclerc is out of the race. The championship leader. Charles Leclerc is out of the race. Then there's Alex Albon facing the wrong way. Charles Leclerc is out of this race. And then what is Sergio Perez doing? He's backward in the wall. Charles Leclerc is out of this race. That was a big accident. Once again, 3 cars out. The championship leader is out. And once again, both Porsche drivers are out. Both Ferrari drivers, both Porsche drivers, 1 Cadillac and 1 McLaren are out of this race. And Antonelli still leads from Verstappen, from Dunn, from Norris. The conditions are just so horrible. The VSC comes into this, it's going to deactivate. And now we go back to green flag racing, and Carlos Sainz seems to have gotten a better reaction than George Russell. He has got better reaction than George Russell to this green flag. Better not crash here. We also see Lando Norris and Alex Dunn and Max Verstappen battling another virtual safety car. Alex Albon and Nico Hulkenberg, Pierre Gasly are out on the start finish straight. There they are on the start finish straight. Watching Perez, I'm trying to get to them. There they are. There's Pierre Gasly. He's out on the start finish straight. Another virtual safety car. It's just too wet out. Kimi Antonelli now has a 3-second lead over Lando Norris, who'll be licking his lips and rubbing his hands together over the fact that his championship rival Charles Leclerc is out of this race. There's only 15 cars remaining. Alex Dunn's all over Max Verstappen now, into this really fast, bit of contact there, Verstappen runs wide, but Alex Dunn gets past him, but Verstappen stays on the inside. They're still going side by side now. Verstappen gets the switch back. Verstappen is back ahead into 3rd place, but, they're into the pits. They're all coming to the pits. It seems like, what tyres are they going for? Is it intermediate tyres now? It's hard tyres, what? If you ask me, it's still very wet out there. Alex Dunn's going for soft tyres. If you go to dry tyres, yeah, it'd be soft to go for because it's more grip. If you ask me, it's still very wet out there. I mean, there is a dry line. The rain has stopped. Nico Hulkenberg seems to have the right idea by staying out. So is George Russell. Oh, big accident. Perez in the back of Verstappen. Perez into the back of Verstappen. And that car's still going backwards. What the heck are we watching? Verstappen's out of the race, and Perez, he's now stopped the car. Oh, he's gone into Carlos Sainz. What is happening, Perez? What is he doing? Perez is now out of the race. Yes, naturally, yeah. Behrman's got a 5-second penalty. Behrman and Hayes are now out of the race. Hadjar seems to be going around the wrong way. What is going on here? That was unbelievable. we click on Perez, and suddenly he's rear-ending Verstappen. There's only 11 cars remaining in this race already, and it's only lap 6. Remember the European Grand Prix where we had 8 finishers? I think we've got a record low here. Russell's got a puncture. Russell has got a puncture. I'm watching Nico Hülkenberg there, see if he has a puncture, but no. If Russell can hold these guys up potentially, we might see Nico Hülkenberg exit quite high up here. Kimi Antonelli also, he can't get past George Russell there. They're crawling around. Nico Hülkenberg's going to be absolutely liking using this to his advantage, hopefully. There's only 11 cars remaining, and Russell has got a puncture, and he's going to be overtaken by Kimi Antonelli there. As Carlos Sainz, he might have some damage. I don't actually know if he has some damage after all that chaos earlier. Carlos Sainz, he's going to nearly have contact with Russell there. As Norris is all over Carlos Sainz now. Still a bit slippery out there, so they still better be careful. Does Nico Hülkenberg exit in the lead? Yes, he does. Nico Hülkenberg leads this Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso does pit. He has throttling damage. He has to pit. This is unbelievable. I'm trying to get into a good camera angle for you guys. Nico Hülkenberg leads this Grand Prix, but for how long will he lead it over Kimi Antonelli? Carlos Sainz is in third place from championship contender Lando Norris, but championship contender Lando Norris is on the inside there. It's still wet. They're on hard tyres. It's going to be slippery. And Lando Norris stays behind in, not championship leader, championship contender. Lando Norris stays behind in fourth place. George Russell, by the way, is on the P10. If you're wondering where he exited. Remember, in this championship, if you fail to finish, but you're still in the top 10, you don't score points. You don't get counted towards the points. By that I mean, like, if for example, in the European Grand Prix, we had 8 finishers, that means 9th and 10th were out as well. 9th and 10th for 2 Williams, they didn't get points. Naturally, Nico Hülkenberg is making a gap to Kimi Antonelli because of his fresh, soft tyres, and probably the extra grip and stuff. Lando Norris, he's trying to get past Carlos Sainz here, but Carlos Sainz seems to have made a bit of a gap there. As Alex Dunn is potentially now the one to attack Lando Norris. Well, there they go now. Lando Norris the outside of Carlos Sainz. They're going side by side now through the hairpin, through the quick final chicane. Lando Norris takes third place off Carlos Sainz. Nico Hülkenberg sets the fastest lap. Carlos Sainz, though, is back on the inside of Lando Norris into turn 1. Carlos Sainz, is he going to be able to tackle Lando Norris? No, yes, he is. I thought there was a bit of contact there. No, there was not. Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz side by side now, going through turn 2 onto the long back straight. Isaac Hadjar's in the pits for medium tyres, it looks like. Lando Norris is ahead of Carlos Sainz. That is exactly what he needed to do. And he's now into the top 3. Nico Hülkenberg leads this race from Kimi Antonelli from Lando Norris. Then Carlos Sainz. Alex Dunn is now all over Carlos Sainz. Except no, he's not, because Bortoleto is on the inside of Alex Dunn. Bortoleto gets past Alex Dunn. The other Audi is up to P5. Audi 1-5. Also, Fernando Alonso stole the fastest lap off Nico Hülkenberg, and he's on hard tyres. I wonder if that hints that Hülkenberg's softs might just be wearing out a little bit. Hülkenberg leads in yet another lap. He's not getting them softs to the end. I'm also not going ahead and say these hard tyre runners are not going to the end either. Bortoleto is now all over Carlos Sainz's. Pierce is in the pits after 3 laps of soft. George Russell just hit the fastest lap as well. There goes Bortoleto on the inside of Carlos Sainz. Is Carlos Sainz he seems to be going a bit slow there, isn't he? I'm trying to check Carlos Sainz's tyres. He got punctured potentially. He's going a bit slow. I don't think he has. No, he's fine. But that wouldn't be ideal. And Nico Hülkenberg just lost a chunk of tyres. I wonder if he ran a bit wide. Alex Dunn in the pits. Alex Dunn is in the pits after 4 laps of soft running. It just makes you think, when's Nico Hülkenberg in the pits? Because he's on his 4th lap of softs. All these soft tyres drivers only maybe making 3-4 laps. Also, how long are these hard tyres going to go? Bortoleto's not, getting lost in the dust from Lando Norris. Lando Norris is still right in his reach. He's right there. Lando Norris could easily be overtaken by Bortoleto here as they watch Isaac Hadjar go for an overtake on Alex Dunn, who just exited the pit lane. Isaac Hadjar is going to have the inside in the hairpin. He does not get past him. And Nico Hulkenberg is in the pits. And so is Lando Norris. Lando Norris is also in the pits after only 5 laps of hard tyre running. Where does Lando Norris exit? Will he exit ahead of Alex Dunn? Yes, he does, but just. Alex Dunn, warmer tyres, and he might just cruise past Lando Norris. Yes, he will here, but Lando Norris is going to try to keep attacking him down the straight now. Yes, he is. Lando Norris and Alex Dunn side by side for P9, of course. They're actually behind Pierce, and Pierce is pitted as well. Lando Norris, he's not going to get past Alex Dunn there. Pierce, who's got the fastest lap, is all over Fernando Alonso. And Nico Hulkenberg is in P8 and only 15 seconds behind Kimi Antonelli, so depending when Kimi Antonelli pits, he better watch out for Nico Hulkenberg. If he pits, as Joshua Pierce gets up into P7. Lando Norris is still trying to get past Alex Dunn here. I wonder if some of these hard tyre runners are going to just try to maybe make it to the end. Russell is all over Lance Stroll, around the outside of Lance Stroll. Russell is going to get past Lance Stroll, and he's into P4. And just behind Carlos Sainz. I'm looking at Kimi Antonelli and trying to get onto his tyres, see how his tyres are doing. I want to see if Kimi Antonelli will try to get to the end. I'm trying to get onto his onboard, but funnily enough, he's not giving me his onboard when I want his onboard. Oh, it's a safety car, virtual safety car. Lando Norris is out! Lando Norris is out! That is absolutely crucial. Lando Norris has hit the wall at the exit of the corner we're at now. Of course, we can't see him because his car's despawned. Lando Norris is out. It's a virtual safety car now. Waterlettle takes his opportunity to pit naturally. This is absolutely crucial. Only 10 cars remain in this race. Lando Norris is out. He will not take the championship lead off Charles Leclerc like we thought he would. Nico Hulkenberg is back up into the podium places and is going to be ahead of his teammate, and he's in second place. Will Kimi Antonelli pit this lap? He'll probably have to because his tyres. Audi can get a 1-2 here potentially. Did I say Audi? I mean Audi. Audi's a top place, obviously. Audi. Yeah, there we go, we've got the onboard of Kimi Antonelli, and then the tyres look absolutely wrecked as they lose the onboard instantly. Honestly, this game is like it when I want the onboard, it doesn't give me it, but when I don't want the onboard, it does give me the onboard. Will we see him pit this lap potentially? We're watching him. Here's the pit entrance, right at the X entrance there. No, it's not, he's not pit onto lap 15 out of 16. All cars are separated around the track a little bit, so there's not really much action going on right now. The gaps are quite big, but that's why we're going to keep an eye on Kimi Antonelli, because them tyres are 9 laps old. I can't imagine them lasting that much longer. They might go into punctuation soon, I think. They might actually be in punctuation. I do want to see Nico Hulkenberg win this race. I'm not going to lie. But also, it'll bring Kimi Antonelli right back into the championship contention if he wins this race. There's only round 11. By the way, Hadjar and Russell are battling. There's only round 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 left. After this, well, that's 5 rounds, obviously. That's quick, instant maths for you there. Nico Hulkenberg is taking time right out of Kimi Antonelli here. As we watch Kimi Antonelli, does he pit for this last lap? He won't do. But you might want to think about it, just in case his tyres and stuff. He does not. Nico Hulkenberg, he's going to be trying to push to catch up. But I don't think he will on this last lap, because Gabriel Bortoletto's right there. Because Hulkenberg's tyres to be quite old himself. So Russell's also caught up to Fernando Alonso. Will Audi tell the drivers to be careful? This is a double podium they're battling for. Gabriel Bortoletto to the inside of the hairpin. He's going to have the inside of the hairpin. Fastest lap for Joshua Pierce. Fastest lap for Alex Dunn, who is down in P10. Bortoletto does not get past Nico Hulkenberg. Does Russell get past Fernando Alonso for 4th? Yeah, he cruises by him, I think. Unless Fernando Alonso, no, he does not. Fernando Alonso still got the inside wheel-to-wheel contact there. Fernando Alonso loses the place as we head back up to Bortoletto and Hulkenberg battling for P2. Audi, double podium at risk here potentially, but we're going to have to go to Kimi Antonelli. He's going to cross the line round the final corner now. Kimi Antonelli wins the German Grand Prix after somehow getting them tyres to last. Who is a drag race for Audi. Hulkenberg at second, Borlett for third. Sainz and Alonso are battling now. Alonso on the last few corners loses fifth and fourth, and he finishes sixth place. Stroll in seventh for the other Aston Martin. Eighth Hadjar, ninth Pearson, 10th Alex Dunn. Oh, Pearson off track there. Here is your podium. It's an Audi double podium. That's incredible, isn't it? George Russell, Kimi Antonelli, wins the race. He's back in championship contention, I think. Nico Hulkenberg on the podium. It's a German top four for the teams wise. Russell takes fourth place, fifth Carlos Sainz, sixth Fernando Alonso, seventh Lance Stroll, eighth Isaac Hadjar, ninth Joshua Pearson, 10th Alex Dunn. Now for the many retirements: 11th Lando Norris, 12th Sergio Perez, 13th Ollie Behrman, 14th Sonny Hayes, 15th Max Verstappen, 16th Alex Albon, 17th Pierre Gasly, 18th Valtteri Bottas, 19th Robert Lindblad, 20th Charles Leclerc. And the four drivers who started in the top four, who crashed on lap 1 at turn 2, Lewis Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Esteban Ocon, and Yuki Tsunoda. Here is the driver standings. Kimi Antonelli leads the championship by 3 points ahead of Charles Leclerc, and 10 points ahead of Lando Norris, and 11 points ahead of George Russell, and 25 points ahead of Carlos Sainz. It's top 5. It's a top 5 championship fight here, who are fighting for the championship. Top 5 are fighting for the championship. Kimi Antonelli, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, George Russell, Carlos Sainz. And it's Lewis Hamilton, and Oscar Piastri, Bortoletto, Alex Albon, Joshua Pierce, Sonny Hayes, Alex Dunn, Isaac Hadjar, Pierre Gasly, Nico Hulkenberg, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen, Esteban Ocon, Ollie Behrman, Lance Stroll, Sergio Perez, Valtteri Bottas, Arvid Lindblad, and Yuki Tsunoda. Porsche, who had such a good chance past 2 races to score points, once again failed. Here is the constructors' standings. Mercedes have 185 points. They retake the constructors' championship lead from Ferrari, 152 points. Ferrari failed to score a point. Then it's McLaren 143, Williams 125, Apex 95, Audi 84 after double podium, had a Braun on 80, Red Bull on 60, Haas on 40, Aston 36, Cadillac 7, and Porsche again they failed to score. Next race is in the United Kingdom. It's the United Kingdom Grand Prix. Make sure you guys don't miss out on that one. I just want to show you something. Kimi Antonelli won round 3, which was the Malaysian Grand Prix, and he's now also won the German Grand Prix. He becomes the third driver this season to win multiple Grand Prix this season. Okay guys, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Until next time, goodbye.